2K Sports and the Corn Ferry Tour are proud to bring you this year's Q School Final. Opening round coverage of this exciting event is about to begin. It's great to have your company. I'm Luke Elvey alongside 2002 PGA Championship winner Rich Beem, and out on the course bringing all the action is Henny Koyak and John McCarthy. And Rich, what's on the minds of these players today as they begin their quest in the Q School Final?
Their focus is to get into the top 5 and get that PGA Tour card, as the next 40 finishers will graduate to the Corn Ferry Tour next season.
Let's catch up with play down on the opening hole. Okay, let's see if this one sets the tone for the round today. And Henny, what's he facing with this one?
He's got roughly 105 yards here.
That was a little bit of a misfire, I'd say. Let's see if we can get this one up and down for par. This is his 4th shot. How close was that to going down? There's 17 feet remaining to the hole. But our man on the ground, John McCarthy, has been giving us some great reads all day. What's this one doing, mate?
I think this one is going to be breaking hard to the left.
That putt seemed to lack the speed it needed. This putt is for double bogey. Sitting at a couple over for the day. Let's see what happens here on the 2nd hole. Well, I like the look of the line here. This should find the fairway.
He has his eyes set on one place and one place only. It's the green.
Maybe going for the green, are we? Didn't that look good for a long time? Well, this would be a big birdie here. Good putt to make. Okay, Henny. What's he looking at with this putt?
Setting up this putt 20 feet from the cup.
A good opportunity here, just 6 feet to the hole. Sitting at a couple over for the event. Stepping onto the third. Well, on the tee now, coming off for par. Chance to pipe one up the middle. Opting for the 6-iron.
This one is all over it.
Not a bad play, that one. This putt is about 17 feet long.
This is for birdie.
John, have you got a read on this one? What's it going to do?
I think this one is going to move to the left.
Didn't judge the speed there. Putting for a par here.
This is no gimme, guys. There's a lot of right to left here still.
Okay, holding steady on the leaderboard after that hole. And now onto the par 4 fourth hole. Absolutely flushed. And Henny, what are you seeing down there?
This is looking around 115 yards out.
Well, that sets up a birdie putt, even if it is from long range. 15 feet to the cup. Oh, I like this. A great look for birdie to get the ball rolling. Big putt for par coming up. Here we are at the fifth hole. Not bad. And choosing the 8-iron here. This one looks to be on a pretty good line. And he's hit that inside the range. Putting for birdie. Solid play finds that player moving up the leaderboard after that hole. It's time to begin this par 4 hole. Time for the second shot here at the 6th. Oh, right by the hole. Trying to get to even par with this putt. What are we looking at for this putt, Henny?
This one, guys, he's got around 9 feet.
That's disappointing. He's got a par putt here. Let's see if he can make it. And the putt drops, and we're moving on. Now 4 back after that hole. We've now arrived at the par 4 7th. Nicely done. This shot coming from around the 150-yard marker. 4 shots behind our leader. Got to admire that talent. Just green after green in regulation.
The iron play today has been absolutely stellar. Luke, the greens in regulation, just a fantastic accomplishment. Great to watch.
Birdie putt was oh so close to dropping. It was pretty straightforward. Sitting at 1 over for the day. The 8th hole is a par 3. Just needs this one to kick right. This is a fairly lengthy putt here. Penny, take us through the break on this putt.
This putt goes downhill and breaks to the right.
Oh, he's going to like the look of this. That's a good outcome.
Not a bad effort right there from long range. Big breaking putt. He just didn't quite read it right, but it'll be an easy par.
This is a bogey putt coming up. Yeah, well holed. Let's move on to the next. And that will drop him to 2 over now for the tournament. On the tee of the par 5 9th. That looks to be a fairway finder to me. Well, Rich, this is quite an interesting vibe, isn't it? Usually we're here for the Players' Championship, and that's millions of people are watching around the world and thousands at the stadium course. But these players on the Korn Ferry Tour are sort of getting a glimpse of what life on the big stage might be like.
Well, I tell you what, I can promise you the pressure coming down the home stretch, playing 16, 17, and 18, trying to win this tournament. It's going to feel just like it does in the Players' Championship. These holes don't get any harder or any easier with or without the fans. It's going to be exciting to watch.
This one's for birdie. And that's a great way to forget about that bogey on the last. And as we check the standings, our leader has a 1-stroke advantage. Always love a new beginning. Here we are at the opening hole of the back 9, the 10th. That's heading for the fairway. That was a beauty.
That would be back-to-back birdies for this player.
Chance to move up into the top 20 on the leaderboard. A good putt to make here. And with that putt hold, it's back-to-back birdies.
Gotta like it. 2 in a row. He's feeling it.
Welcome to the par 5, 11th hole.
Good birdie on the last. What's in store now?
Oh, that was pure. Even for the day. It's heading to the bunker for sure. Here's a chance to get up and down from the greenside bunker. That one almost went in the hole. And this one to move into the top 10 on the leaderboard. Oh, that's pure heart. Great fight to make that putt.
Up and down out of the bunker for birdie here, Luke. Job well done.
He finds himself in a share of 7th place on the leaderboard. Looking to ride the momentum after coming off a birdie here with this shot. Oh, that was mashed. Second shot here on the 12th. Should find the green.
And this just might be good enough to go down.
And this putt to move into the top 5 on the leaderboard. And after that, he'll move to 2 under for the tournament.
Moving up the leaderboard. I like it.
Now on the tee after a birdie. Fired up and ready for more.
Oh, looking good.
Oh, he's holding it. How about that?
That was all luck. But listen, luck counts in this game. Mark me down for a 1, I say.
And it's worth taking another look at that one.
Hole in one. I could watch this on repeat.
Well, that's a great outcome. Now in first place in the standings. This has to be one of the more difficult holes in golf. The long par 4.
Whew. What a shot on the last hole, Luke, from this player. Unbelievable. Now, though, you got to slow yourself down. Calm down. Focus in for this next shot.
That'll work there from around 180 yards out. Terrific shot and a chance for birdie coming up here at the 14th. Right on 4 feet. Should make this one. That's a well-played hole, but in the end, just tap it in for a par. Oh, Rich, is there anything more disappointing setting up what you'd think is a makeable birdie putt, but unfortunately not able to convert? Setting up now on a par 4. Atta boy, good shot. He's setting up for his second shot. And he's not hit the mark on that approach.
Not too sure what happened there. That's a very uncharacteristic mistake.
Looks like a pretty straightforward 5-footer to me.
To keep the round going. This is a par save.
Now leading by 1 shot. Here we are at the 16th hole, a par 5.
Nicely done.
From about 200 yards out. This is a lengthy putt here. John, what's the line on this putt?
This one's going to go down the hill and to the right, I believe.
So close. Trying to get to 5 under with this putt. This is a good chance. That's the cardinal sin, leaving it short in the heart. A 3-putt for par. That's tough going. And he's holding steady in first place after that one. Welcome to the par 3 17th hole. Come on, get down. And he's safely on the green. 14 feet to the cup.
What a great opportunity here for a look at a birdie.
Ooh. Oh, that's a shame. Just a little bit too much oomph on that putt. Now 4 under par. Currently leading. Wow, what a save.
Oh, nothing matters now. That's a chip in for par. I'm glad we get to see this again. This one should be practiced at home.
He finds himself at the top of the leaderboard. Let's head to the final hole of this round. Lining up from around 160 yards. That's a good shot by him. He'll be delighted.
And missing it long with that approach, not a good leave.
Well, you like the look of those hands. Make this, and that'll be a par end of the round. And that is the conclusion of his round. And as this round winds down, he finishes in a tie for the lead. Well, on behalf of myself, Rich Beem, and all the hard-working folks at HB Studios, thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you next time. .2K Sports and the Corn Ferry Tour are delighted to welcome you to this year's Q School Final. It's time for our second round coverage of the event. I'm Luke Elby with Rich Beem. Glad to have you back with us. Our featured player is in 6th place as our coverage begins. Looking forward to seeing what he does here today. Let's see what kind of tone he sets for himself today. That's some good golf right there. And Henny, what's he looking at here?
Yeah, he's got around 125 here. Wonderfully played, fought against the wind.
And just about 8 feet left to the hole. Never up, never in. Just a tiny putt is all that remains. That's a disappointing par in the end after such a terrific shot in.
Couldn't convert after 2 good shots there. Disappointment as they're so close to the lead.
Welcome to this par 5 hole. That tee shot looks pretty good. His second shot here.
He is taking this on.
Oh, I like the courage here, Rich, getting after this par 5 in 2.
As they should. What a play. Hopefully they'll be rewarded for that play.
And he's down there. You got to read.
This is a big old left-to-righter.
This putt right on 12 feet to the hole.
He's got this one for birdie.
Not a bad line, this. That one never quite was hit hard enough, was it? The only good thing about 3 putting for par is you don't drop a shot. He currently has a share of 8th place on the leaderboard. Here we are at the 3rd hole, a par 3. Looks to be going with the 6-iron. That's a shame. Had a chance to hit the green, but couldn't quite get there.
Wind got that one and took it wayward.
This putt for par here. And Henny, what's he looking at for this putt?
Yeah, he's been prowling around this one. It's 11 foot out.
Get excited. This could go in. Just not enough gas. And this one will be for bogey. And that sees him drop down the standings a little bit. And on the tee now, coming off the bogey. Might have a bit of a sting in the tail, I'd imagine. Sitting at 3 under par. Yep, that shot safely on the green. Putting hasn't been the strength today. Hopefully that can change right here. All right, John, you've been reading them well all day. Take us through this putt.
Well, it looks like this one's going left to right.
Ooh, a little bit of a rush of blood by the looks of it. 8 feet to the cup. That's disappointing. It failed to reach the cup. Trailing by 4 strokes. Now on the tee of the 5th hole, the par 4. Will this stay on the cut stuff? That one just missing the fairway, but not a bad outcome. He's hit that one well. Will it get there? Ouch, that hurts. Just 6 feet between he and the hole. Here we are with a chance to get the first birdie of the day. Well, what a way to bounce back. Nice putt to hole. And he moves to 3 under with that one. Nicely played. Moving on up the leaderboard now after that hole. We've arrived at a par 4. Looks like a similar approach to yesterday.
Got some good vibes after yesterday. Trying to keep it up again today.
Well played there. Pin high.
And this one for back-to-back birdies.
And down it goes. So that's back-to-back birdies. And with that, he'll move to 4 under par. We've arrived now at the 7th and the par 4.
In good form, birdie at the last, looking to add on to that.
This looks to be heading for the cut stuff. Do you like the view from where you're standing, Henny?
I can see the 125-yard marker just nearby.
And that one finds the putting surface. It's a good shot. It's some work to do, however. John, have you got a read on this one?
Starting out pretty straight here, then. Should move a little to the right.
Never up, never in, as they say, Rich. And just a little bit of clean-up work remaining on this hole. Currently at -4 overall. We've arrived now at the par 3/8. Opting for the 5-wood. Seemed to lose the handle on that shot.
Lots of greens in regulation today for this player, Luke. This is a surprise, missing this one.
Ooh, that almost went down. Pretty good chance here. This one's for par. That gets the job done. And that'll see him remain in the same spot on the leaderboard. Time now to begin the 9th hole, Rich. Good looking shot, this. Standing over his second shot. He's 2 shots back. Quality shot, that one.
Pretty good shot there.
And now this, to get into a share of 6th on the leaderboard. Well done. Take the birdie. And now on the move inside the top 10. And as we look at the leaderboard, our player out in front is leading by 1. Now on the tee, fresh off a birdie, a great opportunity to build on that momentum. Oh, well struck. This drive's heading for the fairway in my eyes. From around 120 yards here. Only 2 shots off the pace.
This one is going straight at it.
How close was that to going in the hole? Great shot. This for 2nd on the leaderboard. Nice one. 4th birdie of the day. And a spot in the top 5 also with that great shot. On the 11th tee now, a par 5.
Oh, that was pummeled into submission.
And this from the greenside rough. Good shot there, Beamer. And this putt for 1st place on the leaderboard. Henny, you've had the chance to have a look over this one?
Setting up this putt 11 feet from the cup.
Good looking putt. And that putt will end up short. High pressure moment here. This for a share of the lead. He's currently in a share of top spot.
Gotta like it, moving up the leaderboard, never a bad thing. That one's right out of the top drawer.
Sitting at 6 under. That's a pretty handy shot.
4 against the wind to stick that one.
Good chance this one, right on 6 feet.
A really good look at birdie.
That putt ends up just short of the hole. Just a short putt remaining here. And that moves them to -6 for the tournament. Hole number 13, a par 3. Looks to have chosen the 7-iron. Oh, well played. 7 feet to the cup. Ah, it's disappointing. So close to a birdie. In she goes. Let's head to the next. He finds himself with a share of the lead. Time to face a par 4. That one's heading down Broadway. This shot from about 190 yards out. That got a little out of control, I think.
Airmailed the green with that approach.
This would be a great up and down from this spot. And this next putt here is for a double bogey. John, have you got a good read on this one?
This one's moving just a little bit to the left, I think.
Surely it's going to.
Pace is always important. Get that speed right. And finishing this hole with a tap-in putt. Now 4 back after that hole. 2 great shots are required here because this hole is a long par 4.
Now playing with 13 clubs after that bad hole at the previous.
And what are we looking at here, Henny?
Sitting up here from about 160 yards.
Yeah, nicely played. He has about 14 feet to the hole. Looks good off the blade. That's a shame. Comes up shy. The leader now has a 1-stroke advantage. On the tee now, the 16th, and it's a par 5. Nicely done. Setting up for his 3rd shot. 4 strokes off the lead. That's a great chip. He should be able to clean that up for par. Just 3 feet to the cup. Mark it down. That's birdie number 5. And that will take him to 4 under. Teeing off here on the 17th hole. Choosing the 9-iron here. Well, that'll work. Up on the dance floor. Could have been worse. This putt is to move inside the all-important top 10. What are we looking at for this putt, Henny?
Yeah, guys, he's looking at around 17 feet.
And that should secure the par on this one. Trailing by a few shots after that hole. And as we stand on the last tee, it's a par 4. And after a par at the last, chance to maybe take a step in the right direction here. Lovely effort, that. That was wonderfully done. And now left with this to move into a tie for 7th. And that's a nice way for the round to end, finishing up with the birdie. And as they finish up their round, they find themselves in 6th place on the leaderboard.
Decent performance, but I know this player's expecting a little bit more out of themselves. They're really not the type of player that will settle for a top 10.
Well, on behalf of myself, Luke Elvey, and Rich Beem, thanks for tuning in. Catch you tomorrow. .2K Sports and the Corn Ferry Tour are proud to bring you this year's Q School Final. Third round coverage is about to kick off. I'm Luke Elvey with Rich Beem. Glad to have you back with us. Our featured player is starting the day in the top 20 as we get things underway. Can he make a move today? And playing this one from around 120 yards out. Good shot there. He hasn't managed to birdie this hole this tournament. Currently at 6 under par overall. Always positive coming off a birdie. Let's see what happens here.
Wow, that's an incredible drive. He has his eyes set on one place and one place only. It's the green.
This one headed left in a hurry.
A birdie putt awaits. Penny, take us through the break on this putt.
A tricky little slider here, downhill, moving to the left.
Oh, he's put a pure putt on this.
That was the line.
Oh, what a putt.
Gotta like it. 2 in a row.
All right, that's now going to move him to 7 under for the event. And now striding onto the tee of this par 3 hole. Going with the 6 iron here. That one just had a little bit too much speed to it. Second shot here on the 3rd. Well done. That takes the pressure off the putt. That's a chip to be proud of. And that makes him tied for 1st. Let's go to the 4th. It's a par 4. That's tidy. Taking on this approach now from a pretty similar spot.
Same spot as yesterday, looking for the same result today.
He's found the surface. Good chance here. Penny, what's he facing with this putt?
Yeah, he's been prowling around this one. It's 11 foot out.
Starting this one way out to the left. Wow, that's misjudged.
Not a bad effort right there from long range. Big breaking putt. He just didn't quite read it right, but it'll be an easy par.
And it's a one-stroke par four for our leader over the field. Let's go to hole number 5, and it's a par 4. Great shot. This is his second shot. Currently a shot off the lead. Looks to have opted for the 8-iron. Well played, mate. This putt to move into a tie for first. That is disappointing. Never hit it. And just a little bit of clean-up work remaining on this hole. Just one off the lead after that hole. Here we are at the 6th hole. Oh, that is crushed. Well, this is a touch of deja vu, isn't it? Taking this approach on from the same spot. This one's going right at the pin here. That's a great shot into birdie range here at the 6th. 3 feet to go here to the hole.
This for a birdie.
And this player's moving up on the leaderboard after that hole. Lovely momentum for this player after that birdie at the last hole. Keep it rolling. That's nicely done. Time for the second shot here at the 7th. And that is a goal shot in line with the hole. Pretty straightforward 4-footer coming up here.
This for back-to-back birdies.
Nice one. 4th birdie of the day.
Back-to-back birdies moving the right direction there, Luke.
The 8th hole is a par 3. This player's got some lovely momentum coming off a birdie at the last. Going with the 5-wood. Oh, this would be handy if it could bounce right. Well, this would be a big putt to make. A birdie always nice, but particularly when it's a 2. And he's down there. You got a read?
I've got it going right to left here.
Ooh. That's frustrating. Unfortunate thing to happen, but it can in golf. Putting for bogey here. And that's going to come up short. Currently 7 under for the event. A chance here to erase the double on the last and focus on hitting a great tee shot. Oh, good drive. That one should find the fairway. Time for the second shot here at the 9th. Coming up from the bunker. Be glad to be putting now. This now for a share of the lead. Mark it down. That's birdie number 5. And with that, he'll move to 8 under par. Awesome play.
Come on, be friendly. Listen up, Paul. Steady.
From about 100 yards.
This one looks to be on a pretty good line.
Oh, standing ovation after that shot. Lining up the birdie putt here. Mark it down. That's 6 birdies today.
Gotta like it. 2 in a row. He's feeling it.
And after that hole, he's no longer sharing top spot. He's at the summit all alone. Now with the honour on a par 5.
Nice birdie back there. On to the next.
Second shot here on the 11th. Sitting at 9 under.
Yeah, that'll work. That's fine.
It's just about 3 feet away. He's currently in first place. Now on the tee after a birdie. Fired up and ready for more. Oh, seems to have got a big piece of that one. Striped. Time for the second shot at the 12th. This would be a great up and down. He has this putt to save his par. Leading by a couple after that hole. The 13th is a par 3. Going with the 5-iron here. A little off the mark on that approach shot.
Shocking. A missed green in regulation.
This putt is of 9 feet.
A good look at par here.
And he's maintained top spot on the leaderboard after that hole. This hole is a par 4, and it's a pretty lengthy one at that. Oh, that was pummeled. Great drive. From around 170 yards here, he leads the field by a stroke. And that one has found its way onto the green. That's a good shot, but some work ahead still. And our man on the ground, John McCarthy, has been giving us some great reads all day. What's this one doing, mate?
This putt should take a pretty hard break to the right.
That was long range for him. That's good stuff.
Job done. Let's head to the next. He sits in first position. Welcome to the par 4 15th hole. That's a good-looking shot there. This is his second shot. Yeah, a quality shot from him. He'll be pleased. Trying to get to 11 under with this putt. All right, Henny. What's he got in front of him here with this putt?
Setting up this putt 11 feet from the cup.
That one's going to break a long way from the left. Unable to take advantage of the great approach there, Rich. He's currently tied for first. Here we are at the 16th hole, a par 5.
No harm, no foul there with that shot.
Playing this shot from about 210 yards out. This is from miles away.
Good putt there. That'll work.
This putt coming up is for birdie. Well, what a performance. 8 birdies on the card. Leading by a shot after that hole. Now at the 17th hole. Chosen the pitching wedge here. That's an absolute ripper. What a shot. Penny, take us through the break on this putt.
I'm thinking a little left to right here.
Putting for birdie here.
Okay, good start. Now watch this one. Watch it.
Just a 4-footer remaining. Holding steady in first place after that one. Welcome to the par 4 18th.
Absolutely tattooed that drive.
Well, this looks a rather familiar position. I feel this approach is from the same spot as yesterday.
Had a good result here yesterday. Hopefully conjure up some more of those good thoughts.
All right, facing a little up and down here to save the par. I like that. Always good when you've got hands like that around the green. And his round will conclude with a par today. Through 54 holes, this wonderful golf continues. Our leader in the clubhouse.
It is a satisfying position to be on top of the leaderboard through 3 rounds.
On behalf of Rich Beem and all the hard-working folks at 2K Sports, I'm Luke Elvey. Thanks for joining us. See you next time. .2K Sports and the Corn Ferry Tour are proud to bring you this year's Q School Final. It's time for the final round. Let's head out onto the course. Luke Elvey alongside boothmate Rich Beem. As always, it's great to have you join us. Well, Richie's played really nicely and managed to build up a lead going to the final round, which is great, but it's only a small one. This is going to be very interesting.
Should be a lot of nerves. They got the lead. They've been sleeping on it overnight. That is never an easy thing to do. Almost an uncomfortable situation at times, but they are playing well, so they have that confidence going into the final round. But this is going to be a tough afternoon ahead.
That's impressive. He just keeps extending his advantage over the field.
Making birdie in the first always puts you in a good frame of mood. It'll be fun to watch the round progress.
Wonderfully played. Second shot on the second. Bit offline, that one. You're now into the lap of the golfing gods. What an opportunity to make a birdie. John, what's the line on this putt?
It's going to go down the hill here and to the left. Let's see how he handles it.
There's part of about 6 feet coming up.
This one is for par.
No movement up or down on the leaderboard for this player. Stepping onto the par 3 third. Going with the 7. Okay, that'll work. Okay, John, what's he looking at with this putt?
Well, guys, he's got about 21 feet to go here.
Starts off looking good.
Better.
Just a tiny putt is all that remains. Sitting at 12 under par for the event. Let's see what happens here on the 4th. This looks to be a fairway seeker to me. He's setting up for his second shot. Currently in the lead by a shot.
Just needs a little bit more of a kick to the right.
Oh, what a lovely shot. He'll be delighted to be inside the range there. And this has been a hole he's unable to take advantage of so far for this event. Our current leader is enjoying a 2-stroke lead. Here we find ourselves on the tee of a par 4. Oh, well done. Looks like a similar approach to yesterday.
Got some good vibes after yesterday. Trying to keep it up again today.
You love watching people play the game when it's like this. It looks so easy.
Another green in regulation. This is an absolute clinic.
Oh, what about this start?
Trying to make a statement early and often.
The 6th is a par 4. That should find the fairway.
This one's got eyes for the flagstick.
A wonderful shot. Well played. A chance for birdie here at the 6th. And another one goes. And with it, an increase of his lead.
Unreal display this week with that wand.
Oh, that's a high caliber shot. Second shot here on the 7th. Going with the pitching wedge here. Handy effort, that one. 6 feet remaining to the cup. Mark it down. That's birdie number 5. And just keeping it in neutral on the leaderboard. We've arrived now at the par 3 8th. Well struck. A chance for a birdie if this goes down. Remember the old adage, never up, never in. And that puddle drop. Well done. Our featured player leads by 5 strokes as we head to the next hole. And that's a nice strike. This one should find the fairway. This is the second shot here on the 9th hole. And the players left with an opportunity to get up and down here from the sand. Time to get the flat stick out now. This putt just 5 feet away from the hole. That's a fighting effort. Hit it in strife, but managed to make a good score regardless.
And that'll put a little pep in your step, up and down from the bunker, in for the birdie. Good job.
This shot is about 140 yards out. Not a bad shot, that. Still a chance. Now this putt to get to 18 under par. All right, John, you've been reading them well all day. Take us through this putt.
This one looks like it's going to break right to left.
Just 4 feet remaining between him and the hole. And now that finds him in first place. Let's see what happens here at the 11th hole. This one looks to be heading for the sanctuary of the fairway.
This would be a momentum saver here, getting this up and down.
Wow, that almost went in the hole. Well, this would be a great par putt if he can make this. Okay, Henny, what's he looking at with this putt?
Yeah, 15 feet out. He's been staring this one down.
This one looks to be a big bender. That's disappointing.
Just a little bit of a misread right there. He's going to need to sink this next one, though, to limit the damage with the bogey.
Well, an untimely double by our leader, and the rest of the field's eyes have lit up. A chance to bounce back here. And maintaining top spot on the leaderboard after that. And now teeing off on this par 4 hole. Left nothing in the tank on that one. That was pummeled. His second shot here. Well, a little off the target with that one.
Yeah, it took a bit too much club on that one.
Par putt coming up here. Never quite hit that. And that was a bogey by our leader, so the rest of the field feeling a little opportunity here to close the gap. This hole is a par 3.
Trying to forget the bogey at the last and focus in on this one.
Oh, that's a great approach shot.
Luke, nothing gets past you. Yes, this kid is a stud.
Oh, these are good for the momentum, these ones, right on 8 feet.
He's staring down a birdie putt here.
And our leader is now out by 3 shots as we head to the next. We've arrived at the par 4 14th hole. Good shot there. That's a fairway finder for sure. Playing this shot from about 180 yards. Currently leading by 3. Opting for the 6-iron. Well, there's a very good reason why he's leading this tournament, and that's Exhibit A. And he's down there. You got a read?
I'm down here. I've done the read, and this is a left-to-righter.
And this one is for his par. You know, Luke Donald once made all 400-plus attempts inside 3 feet on the PGA Tour. And maintaining top spot on the leaderboard after that hole. Here we are on the par 4 15th hole. Wow, he let the big dog eat there, didn't he? This one from about 160 yards out.
Thing of beauty right there. A thing of beauty.
That's a great shot here at the 15th. It sets up a look for birdie. This putt's about 4 feet from the hole. Just missing the birdie there. And down it goes. Now 14 under, heading down the stretch.
With just a small sliver of a lead, this could go any different direction down the stretch.
Yeah, this is a quality looking shot, this one. That should find the short stuff. Looks like a similar approach to yesterday.
Same spot as yesterday, looking for the same result today.
Ooh, staying aggressive. Going for the green. An opportunity for a birdie here. And that's 8 birdies today. As we head to the next tee, he leads by 2 shots. This 17th hole is a par 3. Chosen the pitching wedge here. Good look at a birdie here. Penny, take us through the break on this putt.
Love it or hate it, it's a downhill left-to-right putt.
Four feet to the cup. As we check the standings, our leader has a 2-stroke advantage. Here we go, Rich. We're at the lucky last, teeing off the 18th hole.
What a drive, look at that.
Oh, that's outstanding. Another great shot by our leader.
Wow, was that a massive drive there. Holy cow.
Oh, what a shot by our leader.
Well, the practice is paying off here, Luke. This player is relentless.
Didn't quite get enough on that one. And they've done it. What an effort that is, winning Q School in what's a pressure-packed tournament.
Yes, hats off, but listen, it really doesn't matter, Luke. You finish first or you finished fifth, you still get your tour card. You still have an amazing opportunity next year. Hats off to the winner, but hats off to all the players getting through.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Q School final champion. What a life-changing moment for our featured player, Rich.
What an incredible accomplishment. Great win. Gives you so much more confidence heading to that first PGA Tour start.
On behalf of Rich Beam, Henny Kuyak, John McCarthy, I'm Luke Elvey saying so long from 2K Sports.
2K Sports and the PGA Tour are proud to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Round 1 of the Ace Championship is about to begin. Good to be with you today. I'm Andrew Catalan, joined by Rich Beam and Luke Elvey. Henny Koyak and John McCarthy are down on the course. Rich, it's a big day for our featured player. This is their first taste of the PGA Tour. What do they have on their mind as they take this next step?
Probably a lot of nerves going through their entire body. Their mind is racing for sure. It's just soaking it all in, knowing this is the first step, hopefully, for a fantastic career on the PGA Tour. It's exciting. It can be overwhelming at times, but I can promise you this, they're never going to forget this moment for the rest of their days.
Henny, how tough will this putt be?
A tricky little slider here, downhill, moving to the left.
The putt goes in, and it's an opening hole birdie.
Always a nice way to ease on into your round, birdieing the first.
Not a bad result right there.
Now this wind really starting to get up. That was well managed.
A 3-foot putt.
Looking for another birdie here.
And he improves his score to 2 under par for the event. Time now for a par 3.
It doesn't have a lot of length to it, but it's also a green that's not super deep. You do have the bunker in the front, but anytime you miss it long and or left, you got a really difficult pitch shot as that green tilts from back to front. But still, it's a pretty straightforward par 3. Not too much danger to it.
Let's check in with Henny.
Setting up this putt 16 feet from the cup.
Great putt there for birdie.
That hole looks double the size for this player this week.
Here's a look at the tee of the par 4 fourth.
Almost every player in the field will be going for this green. Where do you hit it? Front right part of the green is the perfect target. Missing it to the left in the bunker or long and right. That is not good.
How about this birdie putt? Come on. Okay, the putt goes in. Time for the next hole. Before we move on, we take a look at the leaderboard, and he is in second.
Yeah, that one will play. From around 140 yards here. 2 strokes off the lead. Going with the pitching wedge here. Well, this one's right at the pin. And he's safely on the green with that shot. And he's down there. You got a read?
You know, to my eye, it's looking a little left to right.
What a disappointment. Okay, he's holding steady on the leaderboard after that hole. The 6th, the TPC Boston, another par 4 as well, and position off the tee critical.
The bunkers down the right-hand side, only a 3-wood to get to those, but you take out the driver, all of a sudden that water down the left-hand side lurks. From there, you have a green that sits above you just a slight bit. Water still comes into play, especially when they put that pin front left.
Well, good chance to take it even deeper here. This putt's for 4 under. Good stroke. Not sure how that putt came up shy. Didn't have to sweat that par putt. As we head to the next, our leader is ahead by 2.
We make our way to the par 5 7th hole.
This is a big hitter's delight right here. They can take those bunkers down the left out of play, and they can carry these fairway bunkers easily. And from here, it actually chases forward from the fairway downhill a little bit. to a long, narrow green. Again, for the big hitters, this is easily reachable. For the shorter hitters, you got to have a plan.
That's another green and reg.
I tell you, you just dream about days like today. Greens and regulation, spot on all day. Awesome.
Another birdie on the scorecard. That's 4 for the day. Over to number 8. It's a par 3.
For a long par 3, you've got to figure out how to hit something high and soft to hold this green. For whatever reason, this green decides to repel golf balls instead of accept them in. I think it's made out of Gore-Tex because there is nothing soft about this green. This is one of the most difficult ones on the golf course.
As we check the leaderboard, our featured player is in second place. This hole is a par 4.
This is a really cool tee shot here. Take it out to the right hand side. You leave yourself with a longer second shot, but it's a better angle. But you take it down the left hand side, maybe carry those bunkers. Now you've got a shortish club. In front of this green, though, everything will run onto the green. So a pin up front, you don't necessarily want to land it on the green as much as you do want to leave it just short of it.
He gets that one to drop. That's his 5th birdie of the day. We begin the back 9 here on the 10th hole.
Driver not really necessary on this shortish par 4. Just a 3-wood for position. Second shot goes to a green that runs diagonal of the players. There is a couple of really good and tough pin placements that are back left.
That's a textbook swing on the approach shot.
Nearly doesn't get any better than that. Amazing shot.
Okay, back-to-back Burke birdies. I'm starting to feel a little something here.
Gotta like it. 2 in a row.
Opting for the 5-wood.
Oh, this is on a fantastic line. Is it the right distance?
That's well played. Anything on the green from there was fine. Trying to get it to 7 under par with this putt. Penny, take us through the break on this putt.
A tricky little slider here. Downhill, moving to the left.
Just 3 feet to the cup.
Who doesn't love a par putt?
Our current leader is enjoying a 1-shot lead. Some of the most noticeable improvements at TPC Boston in the redesign by Gil Hanse starts here at the par 4 12th.
This fairway does run out there at the very end, but only for the longest hitters in the game. Second shot downhill to a greens protected by a bunker, front right, but a runoff area also on the left-hand side of the green.
Okay, Henny, what's he looking at with this putt?
He's looking at around 14 foot, I'd say.
Tracking. Well, that's a mistake. Tough to leave that short. So no change on the leaderboard for this player after that hole. The 13 is part of another strong collection of par 4s. This one works back up the hill.
Yeah, semi-blind tee shot here. Fairway moves from right to left, so keep it down the left-hand side as best possible. Second shot back uphill to a green that is surrounded by some really deep, nasty, mean bunkers.
This putt to get to 7 under the card. This putt of about 7 feet to the hole. Still in the lead now after that hole. The 14th hole at TPC Boston. Rich, your eyes would be lighting up on the tee here.
Nothing out there except for fairway, fairway, and more fairway. Tee it high, let it fly, because this hole is long. Second shot will play about a half a club downhill to a green that chases away from you ever so slightly. Be wary of that right hand pin position. That can be mean.
This would be a great up and down. A par putt on the table. And after that, sitting at 6 under for the event.
Let's check out the 15th. It's a par 4.
Yeah, some bunkers on the left-hand side that you got to be mindful of. Driver not necessarily needs to come out of the bag. Just find the fairway, From there, just a short iron, back uphill ever so slightly to a green that's got all kinds of undulations to it. Good opportunity for a birdie.
This could be a big momentum putt. It's for birdie. John, give us a read on this putt.
Well, this one starts out pretty straight and takes a little turn to the right as it nears the hole.
Here's a look at how things stand. He is up by 2 shots. Here's the par 3 16th hole.
You got water everywhere down the left-hand side, so your eyes are immediately drawn to it. You've got to divert them out to the right-hand side, but don't get clumsy, don't get lackadaisical, and don't miss the screen too far out to the right, because you're going to have a wicked hard chip.
7 feet to the cup. After that hole, he still has the top spot on the leaderboard. Now to 17, a par 4.
Just take your tee shot, and if you want to, lay it up down the right-hand side. It's a pretty simple second shot. Big hitters might think about trying to take on the dogleg. No need, though. This green sits down below the second shot, down below the fairway, right in the middle of it. Right in the middle of it, they buried a snowman. The base of a snowman, a big lump right in the middle of it. It's a fantastic feature.
Now to 18, a par 5.
Oh, this is a great par 5. You got a little speed slot down the left-hand side, carry those bunkers, and all of a sudden that golf ball is going to go chasing down the fairway. From there, though, you got to be mindful. You got a massive ravine fronting this green. And this green, you do have room to miss it on the left-hand side, but it's not a very easy up and down. A great finishing hole that you can make 3 on easily, 6s as well.
Staring down a very long putt here. That's a pretty good putt from there. 5 feet to the cup. That's it for today. Folks, at the end of this first round, he's going to find himself in first place. Not bad, Rich.
Always nice to see your name on top of the leaderboard. Just a slim lead, however, for this player.
Well, that'll do it for today, folks. For Rich Beem, Luke Elvy, and the entire crew, I'm Andrew Catalon saying so long, and thanks for watching 2K Sports.